So when we have breeder last name communities like Wilderness, up in Medstone, Sherhampton, Huntley, it hit us hard. And I think we have been talking too long in how it is that we deal with breeder last name. I shouldn't say it, but I like to see two of them thieves that get caught and justice brought to them. Because the justice that we talk about in carrying them to the courts and then them get let go, because we had a case in the constituency where they went and took some goats from a farmer. The farmer and other residents back up the thief them, take out the goat them out of the vehicle instead of waiting on the police. And the case was thrown out of court recently because there was no evidence that the goats were in the vehicle itself. And those thieves went off. Something has to be done because the livelihoods of our farmers are threatened by these two-footed thieves. I could never support jungle justice, but I think that our farmers and just Jamaicans overall have reached to a tipping point when it comes to the crime that is taking place, be it murders, be it pre-deer larceny. And in this instance, I was referring to a pre-deer larceny that is taking place in northwest Manchester and in the parish of Manchester itself. I think we have to relook at the laws that when persons are held, that there's swift action, not only by the police itself, but by the court system. We have to look at how it is that persons, when held, is dealt with by the state. I don't want my residents in northwest Manchester to go and kill anybody and then end up behind bars for murder, even after their own loss of an income. But let us use northwest Manchester, for example. We have one police station. That police station has one vehicle. Otherwise, we are assisted, parts of the constituency is assisted by Mandeville. Manchester is seeing nearly 80% increase in murders for this year. Pre-deer larceny is on the back burner because the police, they're stretched. We have been saying for a very long time that there needs to be a dedicated, not just one officer in a police station that deals with pre-deer larceny. But you have to build out, just like how you build out enforcement team with transport authority and different agencies, NEPA. We have to build out a dedicated team in dealing with pre-deer larceny. Otherwise, you're going to have more persons should be going into agriculture, but not leaving agriculture because of the loss of crops that an honest man has taken his resources and put in the ground, and then a two-legged thief just come and take it out just like that. If it is that some persons will lose their lives, then at this point in time, so be it. But I'm not asking my residents or any Jamaicans really to take it on their hands to where jungle justice is concerned. But we are at a tipping point right now. We had a set of farmers in northwest Manchester losing over 20 head of goats over the last week in one night. Now, what are you going to say to those farmers? As when they go to RADA, there's not enough resources to help them to put them back on their feet. As a member of parliament, we don't have that amount of resources. But then now, those set of farmers will now end up at Ministry of Labour in the welfare line. We have to do better.
So is the case where you think the right sentencing is kind of encouraging these things and in the same way discouraging them?
It is. I told the story of the farmer who quick response back up the vehicle that stole his goats, and instead of waiting on the police, took the goats out of that vehicle and back into his vehicle. And what ended up happening is that when they went to court, the police could not say for a fact that he saw the goats in the vehicle of the robbers. And those robbers end up getting off. That goat farmer is now dead.